Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and The Tramp, let the bomb blast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Champ and the Tramp. I was supposed to be doing this one solo today. We actually have Robert Frank coming in later, but take a look to my right. Who do you guys see over there? That's Mr. Edgar weighing in at 135 pounds, and he's one pissed off. Well, maybe not now, but yesterday he was. And he's a little bit of a pissed off unit, and not really pissed off. Maybe that's not the right
disappointed,
word. Disappointed.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Frank? Why are you disappointed? Because I'm disappointed.
Yeah, well, my opponent, Pedro Muhnoz, tested positive for COVID-19 while we were out there, which was, unfortunate. I mean, definitely something I knew it could happen. I made it there, and
when you say there, you mean Vegas?
Vegas, made it to Vegas. We were supposed to get tested, quarantined for about 24, 30 hours. And then head to off to Abu Dhabi, and I was there quarantined. I was working out, so now I left my house on Sunday, got there Sunday, quarantined all day, took the test, woke up the next morning, quarantined till about 10:30. Figured out me and my team got negatives. We worked out. It was about 2 o'clock. I got a call from my manager saying Pedro got a positive.
Damn, man. Damn.
Yeah.
And what is the game plan? Did they scramble for an opponent?
Yeah, they were trying to get me someone else, and it was like, oh, you got to fight a guy at 45 or maybe 40, which I'm like, man, I just did that. In December. I was supposed on my way down in a camp to fight someone else at 35. And an opportunity came up, and I said, fuck it, let me do it. And this time, I weighed, after that training session I just had on Tuesday morning, I was about 42 and a half, 43, about 6.5, 7 pounds over. And I still was over a week out, which I was damn close. And I'm like, I want to fucking make it at 35. Then they started hitting me with, like, people from, that they weren't even in the UFC at the time yet. I'm like, what am I doing? So whatever. And they kept, and that's when I made my mind. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to wait for Pedro. He's been calling me out. That's the fight to make. And, yeah, man, I just want to put myself in a good position to win a fight. Not saying that Pedro's an easy fight. He's number 7. He's the highest ranked guy that I could fight right now.
You're actually waiting for the tougher fight.
And, he called me out. I want to get ready for him. I want to give myself, I'm be real. I'm on a 2-fight skid, and I want to put myself in an advantageous place to win. Mm-hmm. And, again, he's not the easiest guy. He's probably the best guy that, of all the people that throw at me, he's probably the best guy. But it's the guy I got ready for. That's the guy I want to fight. So I decided to use my brain instead of my balls so much. This one.
I think you made the right move. I can't imagine, the disappointment in that.
It bothers me. I'll be honest. It bothers me. I didn't, but.
It's a pride.
I get it. And some people called me out, and of course they're gonna call me out. Of course they want to fight me.
Who?
It's other people. On Twitter.
No, I know.
Other fighters.
Can you name names? I didn't see it.
Ricky Simon, some other guys, and this is, I was ready. Like, listen, I want to fight this guy. This is the guy I want to fight, and that's the guy I've been getting ready for. And listen, if you don't understand that, I don't expect you to. If you think you're a tough guy, hey, all the power to you. But come to me in 13 years. I've been fighting across the 3 different weight classes, the best guy since day one. Put myself in positions where I really shouldn't win. I'm not supposed to win being a smaller guy. If anything, this shows I've probably been a 35-pounder my whole life, and I haven't even fought there yet.
100%.
So, again, I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but I just want to fight this guy. I heard, too, he said, I've seen in a tweet or whatever that he was not very sick. He felt good. He's had the positive. So I'm hoping he could get better quickly, and we could just rebook the fight, next month, a month and a half, something like that. But that's the guy I want to fight.
Is it such uncertain times that we live in that you really don't know if that can happen?
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he is really sick or I really don't know this for sure.
I'm just talking about rebooking.
Again, I don't know. I think someone that wasn't Lyman good. He tested positive. They came back, had negatives, and fought rather quickly. Mm-hmm. So it's up to this guy. I'm assuming it's gonna be up to this guy, up to the UFC, I guess. But I imagine they want to get us rebooked. I'm good for pretty much anytime, in the near future.
Because
Anytime in August, even September if it has to be. Hopefully August would be ideal. Because I'm ready to go, man. I'm chomping at the bit a little bit here.
Because numbers are, depends on I guess what you watch, but because numbers are going up in America, is it likely that it would be back in Abu Dhabi if you rebook it?
No, I again, I don't fucking know. I know these next 4 are at Abu Dhabi, but I believe the ones that are getting booked like in August, like Cormier and Stipe. I think Zabit is fighting Yair in August, maybe.
Oh my God!
In Vegas.
I want to see that.
Or in August, rather. In August, I'm assuming those. I think that's happening in August. I heard that rumor at least, and if I can get on one of those cards, I don't know if they're going to be in Vegas. I mean, I would love to actually be. It'd be ideal if it could be in Vegas now.
Yeah.
Obviously going. But I was on my way. I was doing everything. I did everything right this camp. That's what kind of bothers me. That's why I wish Pedro didn't. That'd be the most ideal thing. He never had the positive, obviously. But again, could I have jumped in and fought somebody? I probably could have. I mean, I've done it in the past, and that's another thing that's kind of weighing on me. The last 2 times I did it didn't work out good for me.
Yeah.
So I just want to give myself a fair shot, man, a fair shake, especially coming off 2 losses, man.
Yeah. I get it. I after.
And it was the whole process of what we had to do even to get here. So now it's like we got a call at 2:30. We had to be in the lobby at 6 o'clock to leave for Abu Dhabi. We get some names thrown at us and say, hey, look this guy up on YouTube and see if you can find a 2-minute clip from 2018 of this guy. Like, we've done this for so long, and you know what? He's got himself to a point where he don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to scrap around for, obviously he needs to fight. I mean, as a fighter, he needs to fight.
I do want to fight, and I do think they're trying to find someone because they've seen that, I prepared. I got to the very, close to a weight. But I just want to fight the guy I've been getting ready to fight. That's what I do. Now, if they want to give me someone else in August, and I can have some time to prepare for him, I guess so be it. If this guy can't get ready, I guess I could do it too. I really ideally like to fight Pedro, but I like to fight whoever I want to fight. I want to make sure I'm prepared for, especially for, especially the fact that I have two. Although one was against Holloway for a championship fight, I felt I had a good performance. But again, I prepared for that one. All right, and he's the best in the world.
Right.
Then what's his name? Korean Zombie. That one didn't go my way. I fucking took that fight on 2 weeks' notice. Was I training him? I'm always training him. Am I training for a fight wise? No, I wasn't. Or even Ortega. I was actually training, getting ready for Holloway. I got the switch. Different kind of fighter, I guess. I mean, kind of similar builds, but a little different than Max as far as jiu-jitsu goes. That one, of course, I say yes. To replace late replacement. That one didn't work out for me. So, I'm using, like I said, I'm using my brains more than my balls on this one. Yeah. And that's it. People don't get it. I understand, but I'm on my 14th year in this motherfucker.
Of the guys that they gave us, Pedro by far is the toughest guy out of all of them.
Yeah, so he's the highest ranked. He's the most dangerous. He has the biggest wins for sure. I think that would have been, that to me, that was the perfect intro to bantamweight. But again, we will see what happens. And
the guy and if you did fight a guy, an unknown, no-name guy, unranked guy off YouTube. I mean, he's got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
100%.
Not every these guys were like unnamed guys. Some of them are in the UFC.
Yeah, if you're a UFC
it's just,
guy,
there were a couple of unnamed guys that I didn't know. They were trying to throw my way, and that's kind of when I made my decision. Then even after I made my decision, they were like throwing names at me. I'm like, listen, I kind of made my mind up. I want to fight Pedro when he's better.
And of course, people are going to do that.
In my mind, I thought he's, if he's not that sick, I don't know. It takes 2 weeks for this to heal up, and you get back to it. I mean, granted, who knows what other obstacles he may come across, or maybe he really is sick or something like that. But I'm hoping we get it rebooked. Mm-hmm. I will say though, the fucking UFC, they're on their P's and Q's for this one, and they were super strict.
Sure.
We get to the hotel, like literally walk into the lobby, test us. It's like, all right, you got to go up in your room. Guys can't come out. No food, no nothing. We had to order DoorDash. Couldn't leave the hotel. It's fucking. We're in the hotel. There's coffee. There's restaurants.
Wait. What is? If you got to order DoorDash, you're still getting food from an outside source.
They drop it off outside.
They drop it off outside.
People take it and
bring it in. So you're not coming in contact with them.
Yeah, but when if you did room service, wouldn't it be the same thing?
There is no room service.
Oh, okay.
We were in a Holiday Inn Express.
There was no.
All right.
Although no continental breakfast either. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
now it makes sense.
Yeah. So that was that. But and then we would have gone to Abu Dhabi had to take another test and all that stuff.
And then 40.
But honestly, man, I took that test and I was nervous, bro. I was even nervous because you don't know. I mean, we don't know.
How far they shove that thing down your nose?
No, it's just my throat.
Just throat,
that's it.
Oh,
They
yeah,
said-
you're probably happy.
They said throughout the
You
first.
want one of them? They tickle your fucking tonsils.
All the time, bro. All the time.
You leave yourself open.
All the time.
But they said that they were doing the nose one at first, and a lot of the fighters' noses are so crushed they couldn't get them up there, so they were just doing the throat swab, you know.
But that's good to know I had a negative. All right, and but again, we had to wait for the results. I thought they were gonna call us. But that whole day, that night, I'm like, have like a tickle on my throat. I'm like, what the fuck? Or I had like, you fly, you always feel like shit when you fly. I fucking was like, man, I got a little bit of a headache, man. I hope I didn't get someone away here.
But man, they were straight. Even after we took the test, they said, all right, when you take the test, you guys are good to go. And I thought that meant we were good to go. So I took the test,
No,
and
that
I went
doesn't
to.
make much sense. Chris isn't the brightest.
It did not at all.
I'm not
So-
not the brightest either. You text me, and said the other guy's out, and I fucking read it wrong. I was like at work or whatever, and I thought you said you, and then I thought he was fucking with me, so I'm writing back, stop being a jerk off, bro, stop being an asshole.
Right.
And then I had to scroll back and read what he wrote. I was like, oh, I was gutted, bro.
Because 99.99% of the time, it would be a jerk off comment from him, right?
Yeah.
No, but I walk out, and I said, where are you going? I said, I'm just going to go grab a coffee. Oh, no, you're not. I'm like, I thought I'm good, I'm clean. He goes, yeah, but the people over there might not be.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
yeah.
That's the quarantine. Hence the quarantine.
Yeah.
But come on. I bring them around for entertainment. So yeah, but they were good as far as that goes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Hey, it sucks. He's not the first guy that tests positive, and he won't be the last guy.
Muhnoz
sure.
is positive. Nobody else in his camp was, just him.
I don't know. The rumor is a lot of guys in ATT have it, or it's in Florida, man.
Yeah, Florida's just.
Florida is surging right now. Again, is he sick? How sick is he? Does he feel bad, or is he fine? Is he asymptomatic?
Is he at the end of it where it
yeah.
might be 5 days and then he'll test negative? Is it?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it's he called me out in the beginning of all this. That's why I said yes. So I would imagine he'd still want to rebook this fight.
And that is a positive test. There's no, because I saw something today on the internet about
A lot
how
of false
numbers are
positives,
so crazy, highly inflated.
right.
Because there's a lot of false positives, and also inconclusive tests they're counting as positives.
Right.
Yeah,
I would think that the UFC,
There's
if there
gotta be
was,
someone
they
about
would have double tested
retested him,
him. Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure
wouldn't
they
have
double
had,
tested him.
they wouldn't have had a fight fall out off that. You know.
But they allowed us to when you did test clean, they allowed you to go outside and work out. And I'm like, fuck, there's people working out. I'm like, dude, and I seen someone else say, oh, I'm negative, on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like hitting him up, like, bro, how'd you get your test back? I'm fucking. He's like, oh, you gotta ask them. I'm like, what? They told us they're gonna hit us up. Like, if they don't hit you up, you're negative. Oh, that's great. I was fucking.
Yeah.
So I just sit here and just wait and see for I fucking
Oh,
call.
really? It's like
Yeah.
that.
It's like that AIDS test back in the day, right?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
my God.
I not that I ever thought I had AIDS, and totally unrelated, but I took one time, and I was fucking because you don't think
No,
about
you don't
it.
know,
You don't
right?
think about it at all until you take a test, and then you're like, God, what would I do if that came back positive?
Yes,
It's
I've been
fucking
with my wife since I'm 21. Every time I took a blood test for a fight, I would
yeah.
always be like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god, oh my
yeah,
god!" You don't know.
Yep.
You still might have it.
Shut up. Yeah, man, I'm gutted for you. I know all your fans are gutted for you. This might be the first time. I don't know how quick we're gonna get this out there to the people, but we'll try to get Lou on it as soon as possible. Did you announce anything on your social media yet?
Yeah, I mean, I said, I tagged Pedro. I said, I wish him a speedy recovery. Definitely sucks. He got a positive out of it. Obviously, something in his hands.
Okay.
And let me know when he's ready to scrap. I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
And then, of course, people are trying to say, hey, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I get it. I was that guy calling people out, too, trying for opportunity. But I'm going to, like I said, I want to prepare for a guy and fight him. And that's the decision I made right now.
Yeah. But even these people saying, I'll fight you. Could that even happen? They still got to get to Vegas, quarantine for 24 hours.
I don't know.
they
Some of
gotta
the
get-
guys might have been. I think one of the
might have been
guys
part
was
of the fight
there.
team and stuff.
yeah,
It may have. It may have. But again, that was like first it was they wanted me to fight a bigger guy. I'm like, I'm just like, listen, I was like I said, I'm already on my way. I did everything right for this camp. I want to fight 35. Then they're like sending me guys that are like,
Catchweight guys.
No, guys that maybe have not been in the UFC yet. I was like, I'm calling it. I'm done. I'm coming home. Get me a flight home.
And then it's like this. Look,
Make me a fucking sandwich.
if they flew us,
that too.
and we all knew this as knowing Frankie, if they flew us from Vegas to Abu Dhabi, once we got there, whoever was there, he's fighting. He's not, you know what I mean? Right. So that guy's supposed to catch him, meet him at 140, comes in at 145, 146. I can't do it. He's going to fight him regardless. Right. So we knew that also, that the decision had to be made. And, you get 3 hours to make a decision. It's kind of tough.
And for people that don't know, because I have no idea, I mean, that's a total wash on your contract. Like you got to start over, like all this effort and stuff. There's no pay received for.
No pay received. They did offer me someone else, and I declined. So
right. That's what they have to do, right? As long as they offer you somebody.
Right. Yeah, correct. And I mean, listen, I'm not trying to sit idle for a long time. I hope this guy could get a negative, feel better, and we can get back in there ASAP. It's quicker the better for me. Yeah. I'm gonna take a week off of my diet, eat all the shit that I wanted to eat, that I've been craving to eat. I already had a fucking
pork leg and cheese.
I had pork leg and cheese this morning. I had steaks. I had steaks unlimited. Ate some pizza rolls upstairs. I haven't had pizza yet. I'm saving that for last. I might go to Pino's tomorrow and get some pizza. And
let me know. I'm dying to check that place out.
Yeah,
awesome.
So yeah, that's that. That's all. I just wanted to get that out to you guys. I'll probably put it on my Instagram to tell you. And you want to hear my take? Check us out on Champ and The Tramp.
Yeah,
Chris was there. But barring the situation, the ending of the situation, it was a pleasant.
It was
little fucking 2 days.
I think. I mean, again, you don't want to have to go through all this to do a mock, run of it, but that's what it became. And we got to the weight, we got close to the weight, and we're still feeling good, we're still performing well. The workout we did on Monday, the guy did 7 rounds.
8.
8 rounds. There you go.
It was 2. Monday.
I said Mark ate 7 hamburgers. You did 8 rounds. He really, no lie, he really did. But
yeah, these guys are like, I'm getting to the room. I'm trying to eat something healthy, like greens and proteins. Order from fucking DoorDash, and they order something. Him and Steve order something, and we're waiting. And you ever do DoorDash or Uber Eats? Yeah. And what's up with this fucking Uber Eats? How about this? All right. Order this. I'm fucking. I'm kind of like not eating. I haven't. I ate a little bit on plane. I'm trying to be good. I'm worrying about my diet. First time coming down. I order Uber Eats, greens and protein place. And these guys order some shit. I order some shit. Mark was trying to get In-N-Out burgers from somewhere. I'm like, all right. So I order like 1 o'clock. I order like 1:30 or something. It says like 2:30. It says 2:30 comes. I'm like, all right, 2:30. Yeah. Then it's like 2:40, 2:50. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, 2:50? Every time I pick it up, it kept going another 10 minutes. 3:30. What the fuck? You can't call anybody. Right. I guess I could have called a restaurant. Dude, the restaurant was fucking right across the street.
Literally, we're looking at the window. I wanted a coffee so bad. What the fuck? There.
So then finally, I'm like, I go. They're like, Ollie's like, bro, I'm just coming. I'll come get you food, or I'll just bring you food to the hotel. So I'm like, all right. I'll go to cancel it. I can't cancel it. So I call him like, no, forget it. I can't cancel it. I can't cancel it. Right? Then I go look at it. They fucking canceled me. They canceled me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Waited for an hour and then
dude, over an hour. I'm fucking so pissed.
He's like, I'm gonna blast him. Yeah.
He can't. So Uber Eats, you fucking suck.
So I was so pissed, and then finally Ollie brought me something, and then the UFC PI brought me some meals too. But yeah, I was fucking.
Guess we're not getting Uber Eats as a
right
sponsor.
There. Yeah. Unless they, I don't know. You start bringing some pizza down here.
Could redeem themselves very easily.
Chris, how many of his fight camps have you been part of?
Pretty much all of them.
All of them, but a couple. Had baby one.
Mark Lee. This is the first one he didn't make, right?
I believe.
Yeah, Mark Lee and Renee were the first, but I think they've been to every single one as well. And Steve, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone since the beginning. Mm-hmm. I think I met him after his amateur fight.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And then you're in the corner for the rest.
Yeah.
No, you have no issue getting off?
Getting off what? Getting off.
Chris.
No issue getting off. What do you mean?
Getting off from work, you
kids,
idiot.
Bud. He goes no issue. I got an issue.
I don't know what your head is.
Always goes to
I don't know if you got pepperoni on your nipples right now.
Always goes to the weirdest shit. That was a pepper, not a pepperoni.
Oh yeah.
It's a hot pepper.
Yeah. I mean, between my vacation and my boss is a big Frankie fan.
That's awesome.
I hook him up with stuff when we fought.
He likes Rogers. I heard he likes Rogers.
Yeah, big guys, big old Raj. you know, like when he fought in Jersey, I set up a little meet and greet with him and stuff,
That's
and
awesome.
and they know it's not forever.
Yeah, yeah,
Once he's done, I'm not gonna do this for anybody. I'm not gonna go travel and do
Were you still trained though?
Oh, for the rest of my life,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
ninja.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna train forever. But as far as this, and I'm not gonna do this. You know what I mean? I only do it for him. Frankie's one of those guys where you see guys in Frankie's corner and his entourage that only come with Frankie.
Yeah.
A lot of other guys are like, some guys are like the UFC prostitutes. You see him with this guy and that guy. He's there all the time. He doesn't have guys like that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Mark trains lots of people.
Mark,
obviously.
Right.
But he trains mostly our guys. He's
Right,
not
right.
January. Although Corey went out to help DC get ready for this fight.
Oh, no shit.
And Mark
cool.
obviously was supposed to be on the flight with us yesterday to Abu Dhabi. Instead of flying home, he's going to help DC out a little bit for this fight too.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty cool.
It was
you know?
cool.
That's
DC's a
cool.
great guy.
Yeah. So I think Corey's great sparring for that fight too.
Oh my god, perfect. But
It's a Steve A rematch, right?
Correct. Yeah.
through the years that we've been together, between my career and his career, we've been through a lot of stuff, a lot of craziness, a lot of last minute cancellations and injuries, and this is probably by far the craziest situation.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know,
And you know, on top of what's going on in the world and how hard it is just to schedule an event. And
Right.
Then,
I mean, this guy's whole career, people don't realize it, that his first fight in the UFC was against a highly touted killer that was, beat Uriah Faber and stopped all these guys
Dwayne
on
Ludwig.
on a couple weeks' notice.
Right.
And then he gets friggin' deathly ill and then all this other stuff. And there was no, he was the guy who was calling out BJ Penn when he was licking everybody's blood off his hands. Not Gray, not any of these other guys. So people, but short-term memory, it's fine. It is what it is.
Don't undersell yourself over there. We had, for those of you that didn't watch it, we had Chris on a while back. Chris beat Matt Brown. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I was so impressed by that.
Choked him out.
Yeah,
Choked him out.
Matt Brown's a
Me and
gangster.
Ricardo.
Was that college?
Was it?
What college? What college is that?
Was that one in the
Yeah.
Brookdale?
Brookdale College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fought Great Adventure. I fought Great Adventure twice. Once in the parking lot, and then once
I was gonna
when
say,
they had the
wait,
MMA
great.
fight. Yeah,
Steve put fights on.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Kimbo Slice. Kimbo. I was the champ. I was the lightweight champ at the time.
Yeah.
Wait, at
Kimbo
Six
Slice.
Flags?
Six
No,
Flags,
no, no,
Great
no. I didn't
Adventure.
fight it at Six Flags.
No,
I didn't fight it.
We fought though. Yeah, there was an MMA
me,
fight.
Matt Serra, and Kimbo Slice did an autograph signing before it
Okay.
at Six Flags when Chris fought. Dante fought.
Yeah.
No
I think
shit.
Jose fought. Didn't Jose fight?
Yeah.
Steve
Jose
put that
fought.
on? He
Yes.
hosted that? No
It was
shit.
Steve and the PBA of
Yeah, it was a charity. The cops.
Jackson Police.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
pretty
Did I
much
not
made money
know
for the
that?
cops.
Who did Kimbo fight?
No.
He was just
there.
there
signing,
meeting.
Signing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
He
He was looking
did,
for you.
he
I
did.
heard he was looking for you.
Kimbo would fuck me up.
Big dude.
But he was cool as shit, Kimbo.
Yeah,
actually.
man.
Always.
Such a good dude.
And
I fought
Maddie's
him.
I've
obviously
heard a
great.
lot of people say he was a good dude. Yeah.
Anyway, I fought in Elite XC card with him. That dude had the biggest entourage. His entourage
yeah.
would walk in for 10 minutes.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
There was
yeah,
so
yeah.
many dudes. Great Adventure was cool. I remember,
That was outside too.
yeah. And nobody knew, like
That's
people,
risky, bro. In Jersey,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
people who
Yeah.
worked for Great Adventure, like when I went there for the day of the fight, and they go, no one even knew what was going on. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, here for the fight. They're like, what? Like, there was not a lot of people
It
showed
was
up
in.
there.
Yeah, I don't know how they made money because I think Great Adventure paid them to put the venue on. You know,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like they were a talent. But because I mean, how do you pay?
And then you figure what? The overflow after the fight goes in the park, or you got
I
to go
guess,
through
yeah, yeah. It was in. Yeah, it
Because
was.
how does the park get paid for that?
Yeah, you're right.
No, it was in. I think you had to pay to get into the park.
But
go
they
to the
probably,
fight.
like, you're right though. They probably almost hired us like an
Yeah, I
act,
don't know.
right?
Right.
Like
we
it's
need
a
to
street-
go. We need to
like
go
a
to the
street
source.
performer.
We need to
Like
go
a
to the
juggling.
source and find
Yeah.
out from Steven.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
yeah, that was cool.
Made $10,000 flat that day.
Really?
It's
Great
not a bad-
Adventure.
It's not a bad go.
There was like 6 people in the stand.
The last time he fought in Great Adventure, he had to pay $10,000.
Yeah. I actually fought 2 guys in the parking lot. Yeah. years before.
Wait, is this a true story?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
probably our most one of our most common comments in the comment section is tell us more street fight stories. Tell that fucking story. People love street fight stories.
So I'm with my ex-girlfriend and my brother who passed away, and he was out on parole, right? So we went to Great Adventure, and they were on the line, something like they got there before I did. So I kind of waited on the side of the line and waited for them to weave all the way through the line and get to where I was. And then I jumped over the guardrail, like everybody does.
Yeah.
So I jumped over there, and there's some fat bastard in front of me. And he's like, yo, man, you're cutting. I'm like, nah. I told him, I said, they're walking around. So we got into a little argument. The guy from Great Adventure came over or whatever. Actually, he was behind me. The guy from Great Adventure came over. I explained to what was happening. I said, listen, buddy, you can move in front of me. Now you're going to gain a spot.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because
right,
I didn't want
right.
to kick off the line or whatever.
Right.
So he moves in front of me and he turns around and he goes, you know what? I still want him out. Nope, I still want him out, being a jerk off. So now I flip out. I said, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'll see you outside. So I sit out. Now, this happened. It's so long. It went from me getting heated to now I'm sitting on the fucking curb with a spit puddle waiting for this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? So he comes out, and it's at the end of the day now, and everyone's walking out like in this big.
Well, listen, guys, Great Adventure. I mean, they flood in there by the thousand. They come in and out by the thousand.
Yes.
How you singled this guy
Who's
out?
they? Who's
Yeah,
they?
I'm sitting. I sat out front.
Come in and out by the thousands.
So now we're leaving. You know when they leave, and it's like a herd of people in the parking lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'm walking behind the guy talking shit
How
the
the
whole time.
fuck did you spot him?
I sat there in front of the place the whole time. So I finally get out in the middle of the parking lot. It was him and his buddy, and I kept telling my brother because he was on parole, don't do anything, don't do anything. So the guy was saying something, and he turned around and he's like, so what are you going to do? Or something like that. I remember he had glasses and a fucking neck like this. So I took like the one hot punch, boom, blasted him. But when I hit him, I still have that bone.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. So when I hit him, my hand was kind of like this. But when he was so big, I hit him, it rattled him, and he fell straight down. Like if you like demolish a building
Like a
and
Jenga?
you blow it up.
Like Jenga?
Yeah, boom, like this. So then his boy came up. Hey, so I guess he was just trying to stop it. I front kicked him and hooked him. Boom, and my brother's like, oh, you know. But then, dude, my hand was it was bad for a
They
while.
call that a boxer's break. I
Yeah,
thought the same thing.
yeah.
No. That's
No.
a brawler's break.
Boxer's break is when it splits.
These two.
Oh,
No. Boxer's break is these two.
Yeah, but a boxer's when you
Brawler
hook,
break is these two.
Oh, whatever. I thought they called it a boxer break. See that hump? I punched a
Which
good
side? Where? Let me see.
in the middle. See that?
So
hump?
these fingers.
Yeah. See how
Yeah,
this is
those
pushed?
are
Yeah.
brawler's break.
See how
You're a
that's pushed-
brawler, bro.
push
Sorry.
back?
You're a brawler.
Punched my buddy in his head,
Oh, that's cool.
and it was no.
Damn,
he
I
wa-
better stop
no,
talking
no,
shit. He's gonna punch me next.
no. Listen. So this kid Joey, he was moving to St. Thomas, right?
Like
And
St.
he-
Thomas the Islands?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, he found a roommate. Listen to this shit. This kid's crazy. He was like an engineer. Oh no, like he had his boiler license. That's what he had. So he had a good job here. And he just got this harebrained idea in his head one day that he wanted to move to an island, right? So he starts researching a little bit, and I'm talking like a couple weeks, right? And then he's like, "Fuck it, I found a
he
roommate."
made a decision in a couple weeks.
I found a roommate on Craigslist that lives in St. Thomas. He's like, I'm flying to St. Thomas. I'm gonna fucking work. And he sold jewelry on the beach for years.
Wow.
And then he ended up owning his own company. He started a generator company down there and did well. Got married, then his divorce. Anyway, long story short, let me tell the fight story. So he has a party before he leaves, and this has got to be 12 years ago. I don't know, more than that, maybe 15 years ago. We went to that club in Trenton. I cannot think of the name of it. Kathmandu. We went to Kathmandu.
It's called something different now.
Yeah, all his friends, me, a whole bunch of us, or whatever, and then we go back to where he was living. Well, he lived in this huge house with he had like three roommates, right? So we go back, and it's just this raging party going on. And Joey's like the most fun-loving guy ever. He was actually a pretty good stunt rider. That's how I met him, riding motorcycles. But then he gets this idea. He's hammered, I'm hammered, and he wants to box, right?
It's
So
never
he's like,
good.
Yeah, he's like,
Never
bro, you
good.
want to box? So I was like, and I'm not a boxer, bro. I'm not a boxer.
And
at all.
did he say
You're a brawler.
Yeah.
You're a brawler.
Obviously by the hand. And did he say it with people around? So what are you
Yes.
gonna say? No,
Exactly.
You gotta be like,
Exactly.
are you kidding me?
So he's like, let me go get boxing gloves. So he goes in the garage and he comes back with
two
hockey,
rights. With
hockey,
two rights.
hockey gloves, right? Hockey gloves, right?
my
So I can't
Lord.
find boxing gloves, but let's
Don't they throw them off usually?
let's-
to fight?
Yes.
let's use these, right? So I'm like, bro, those aren't gonna work. Like those are fucking, they're just not. Someone's gonna break a finger because you don't wrap your
He
hands.
says I can't find him and find a hockey. You
Look
just
like-
got multiple pairs of gloves in the
Yeah.
in the garage.
Yeah,
Like,
it
Fucking
was-
Transformers fight.
It was 4 dudes that lived there, so they had a bunch of sports shit in there.
Okay,
But
okay.
comes back in with that, and I'm like, bro, that's not gonna work. We're not gonna really do this or whatever. Bro, he shoves me. He just and he's smiling. He's not mad or anything. He's smiling. But he fucking shoves me, and I fell backwards. I flipped over the couch backwards, and, like smacked my head, and now I'm embarrassed, right? now I'm fucking embarrassed because this girl's
Big Rod's is coming for you now.
So I just fucking tackle him, and I get him down on the ground, and he starts swinging. As I'm coming at him, he swings, but I tackle him, I get him down on the
Oh,
ground.
you have
You wearing
gloves on?
gloves
You have
on?
no
gloves on?
gloves.
So
no
you're
gloves.
fighting. This is a fight.
No, but it's fun loving, right?
I don't know.
And but he takes a couple swings at me coming in, right? Smiling, but takes a couple swings at me.
So all I do is smile, and
And
I'm
I-
like,
that's what I'm
smile,
saying,
and you can hit
dude.
Roger all you want.
I spear him, get him down. Now his head's flat against the floor, and everybody's looking. And it's his going away party, mind you. So everybody's like, like fucking Team Joey, right?
Right.
And I just crush him with and I hit him solid in the head. And this knot.
Are you smiling while you ripped him? Yeah.
This knot just goes out of his fucking
damn.
head. And I knew I fucked my hand up. So He stood up, we stood up. Everybody started to come in, was going to tackle me and say like, "Fucking Joey's going away party." Stop being an asshole. And I'm like, no. He wanted to fight. He wanted to fucking do
No,
this.
this is fun. Look at Joey's face. He's smiling.
So I went to work. I remember I went to work the next. Actually, no. I had a tattoo appointment the next morning. Hungover as hell. I get to the tattoo appointment. I did this huge rib piece, and my hand is just swollen up huge. That was like a Sunday. Monday I went to work. Tuesday I went to work. Wednesday I went to work. I finally got an X-ray on Friday. It was broken. I had 2 broken things, and then it was
carpals, right?
And what they
metacarpals, yeah.
Metacarpals.
Did they cast
No,
it or not?
I said, "Are you gonna put metal in there or whatever?" They said, "No, they look like they'll heal fine. They'll just heal like this. You'll have a bump on your hand." So I didn't get anything. That was it.
The hand strength feels good.
Yeah, everything's.
This for years. If I would hit with this knuckle on the button, it would friggin' like sometimes go like dead.
Yeah.
But now I don't feel like that. Now it's good.
It just looks weird because they're like pushed back. These two are like lower than
My
these.
knuckles, my middle.
This
both
guy's
middle
fingers are
knuckles
friggin'.
Oh, my knuckle hands.
I saw
Between
Corey
them,
when Corey was in here. I never asked him.
He
about
got to fuck his hand.
He's
He makes
got-
my hand look like.
He's got one finger that like straight all the time. Even
No,
when
you
he
mean bent all the time.
Bent.
Bent.
Like that. I
Yeah,
got.
but
that's
yo,
it, yeah.
I got
but
that
it's
one.
like, but it. No, I got that.
No, but I mean, if he makes a fist, it's like it looks like it's.
No, he just has a huge fucking. It's huge.
Is that what it is?
Like,
Yeah.
see that one's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
That man hit that. He's like two of those.
So
like,
what causes that?
It's like I don't know.
Punch.
It's like a jam in your finger. All the capsule, I think, around your middle finger joint or your knuckle joint gets.
But not
swollen.
painful. Doesn't bother you?
No, it hurts. Yeah,
It hurts.
like I can't like this hand. I can't really make a total fist.
And now it might as you
Yeah,
get
I can't
older.
hear it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when I
it's
put a
gonna be-
wrap in, when I put something to hold, that's fine. You know.
Yeah.
Ouch! I'm gonna hit my elbow. Fuck.
My hands have been freaking good, believe it or not. I never
No,
wrecked my hands.
No,
Never, ever.
I had a couple times and they do like I can't grab as good, but they're good. I think if I got some like shots in there or something, it'd be nice.
Once in a while, I'm not a fighter, but I'll punch something and my wrist will fold up, and that hurts like hell.
Yeah, that
That's
hurts
just
like
from
hell.
being a bitch.
That's all. Just punch it correctly, like I was saying. Like when I got in that fight,
Right.
You gotta
I
lock
punched.
in. You
I
gotta
didn't
lock
punch
in.
correctly,
Yeah.
and man, that's
Yeah.
everything.
You gotta make
know?
sure it's locked when
Right.
you do it. Sometimes if you're too loose, it'll turn. But you shouldn't be punching. What are you punching? Doors and shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Dumb shit.
Dumb
Yeah, that's
shit.
yeah. You're not supposed to punch doors.
Once in a blue moon, I'll do push-ups at the gym
like,
on my fists,
Right.
and I'll just be fucking around at the end. At my workout's all done, and I'm exhausted, and I'll just be like, all right, let me get a couple more, and that thing will fold
Yeah,
up.
not just
Yeah.
fold
Oh,
out.
yeah,
being
that-
tired.
and I'm like, fuck. Why
That's
did
why
I
you
do
should.
that?
That's why you
Right.
wrap your hands. You don't just you wrap
Right.
your wrist too.
Right.
You know that helps you with that stuff. So
My wrist, I can't even do push-ups like that. I have to do them on my. It hurts like.
I like
yeah,
it better
me
on my
too,
fist, but
me
I
too.
got to pay attention. I got to like keep
dude, when
my,
I do
Right,
cartwheels
right.
and round those, like I do it on my own fingertips. I can't even push that. I can't like my hand doesn't go very flat, like the shoulder. You know what I mean? Go put your hand up, like wave. How high can you like
like this. Yeah.
You should,
Like-
should be like 90
like,
degree.
how
We
you
should be
bring
90
a-
degree.
Like if you fought by old pancreas rules and you had to hit with
Yeah,
that, you'd be in
I'd
trouble.
struggle. I'm like
You'd
an
have
ape. I'm an ape.
to-
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess that was kind of cool.
Yeah, man.
About to try to get
I'm sure
my
you're like the rest of us.
thoughts out.
I know your fans are gutted
Right.
for you, man. That's,
Yeah, they're gutted. I'm gutted. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you should have fought that guy. You should have fought that guy. You were down the weight. You already had training camp." Yeah, I know, but like I said, position I was in,
It's also.
I want to fight this
it's
guy.
also
The
a
guy I'm
team
preparing
decision.
for.
Mhm.
I
Right.
gotta. Look, Bob. Let's be real, man. I need one. I need a W. And again, not that Pedro's the easiest fight. I just want to go and prepare.
To be prepared for.
When I'm
Right.
prepared, I feel like I should not lose. When I'm
Cody
prepared, I
lost.
should not lose.
Cody lost to Pedro, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that as a team, obviously he always consults with his team, but as a team, it was a team decision.
Yeah.
But we've been doing this for way too long.
I agree.
Like as far as the company guy, we just got back from South Korea on 2 weeks' notice, a week before friggin' Christmas at a weight class that we left.
Right.
This dude already started transforming his body.
Right.
It's like
Right.
Yeah. I do everything the right way. I don't do it the wrong way. I prepare
Right.
correctly for this fight. I owe myself a fair shake. That's how I feel.
I agree. Totally get it. Yeah.
So that's that. So we'll be back at it in a couple hours. Maybe Rod's taking me out to dinner or something.
Yeah, we got Robert Frank coming on later, guys. But do you still have to stay? I mean, could you just gorge yourself now, or you still want
I'm
to stay
gonna
close
go.
to your weight?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. Like I said, I was 143.
Let's go get some food if you can.
Yeah, I was 143. I couldn't even eat that much. I went to Ollie's. I had some sushi, had some sushi, drank like 2 cans of Coke, and shit that I would never do. I mean, this camp really, I didn't have sushi the whole time. I ate pretty much the meals I was supposed to eat.
You like soda? I don't even like.
I don't. Honestly, I really don't. When you cut weight, you kind of do.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
so though I had my kick, I had my 2 cans of soda, and I probably won't drink it again. And I'm not like that. Even like coffee, like I always have one coffee, a little bit of sugar in it, and then the rest of my coffee, just put back to no sugar. But I'm already like 152.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know, so.
Oh, shit.
He was so
but
strict
I'm also,
with it, but-
I was strict because I'm right. I'm anal. I didn't know how this cut was gonna go. Everyone's telling me it's gonna be tough, but again, I did it right. I took it seriously. I was disciplined, and now I know it's not.
And that's another thing too,
as I anticipated.
the kick in the dick of being 2 months that strict on your diet and all this stuff, and then be like, hey, that didn't matter. You're just gonna fight a big ass guy anyway. It's like, it's like
right. That's
Jesus
what I was
Christ,
like, I was almost pissed off about
Enough's
it. Like,
enough.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I did everything right, and that's why I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for this.
It's
guy.
just the pride. I know your pride gets to you.
Yeah,
this
it
dude,
does. It still bugs me. It bugs me that I
and
didn't
look,
say yes.
and look, don't
you know?
think for 1 minute, and it's the promoter's job, but they put that little dig in. You killed this guy. You're gonna blah blah blah, or you know they play on your on that
That's what
pride a little bit.
matchmakers do,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. I understand.
Do you at one? I mean, you've been part of his career since the beginning, basically. At 155, I don't know if you hold pads for him, but when you roll with him,
Right.
do you notice a difference in his strength between 155 and 135?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Of course, it's it's
Mass
20
is
pounds.
mass.
Yeah,
mass
yeah,
mass
sure.
matters. You know, when you
But-
go against. But
He's always been ridiculously strong for his size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Frankie doesn't he doesn't really go.
I'm not a muscle for muscle.
Yeah,
type
he's
of guy.
not that kind of. He's
I'm
such
a
a
hustle,
technique
I'm a
guy.
hustle guy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
right. But I could tell you that. I mean, I dropped a little weight to train with him, but I hovered around 30 pounds heavier than him.
so
and still-
so if I go up, he goes up. It's perfect.
I
He's always 30 pounds heavier.
I don't do this
He's
for
your-
me.
he's
I
your-
do this for him, bro. I gotta stay, but he's still
It's like
picking
one
me
of you
up.
was having a baby. And
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, it's tough. And look, at the end of the day, it's all situational, right? If we weren't coming off of 2 losses, like be it one of them was a tooth and nail fight with the best guy in the world.
Right.
If if we haven't done this so many times, hey, if he was in a point where he was fucking starving and had to feed his kids, it's a different story.
Right.
Everything's a different story. And not saying like he's a rich man by any means or whatever, but why do you have fuck you money if you're not gonna say fuck you? If you're not gonna say nah, bro, you know what?
Listen, believe me. All in, I want to fight. I want to fight soon. I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. I'm prepared.
Robert Frank will be in here later. Let's go get a big meal. You fight him.
Hey, yeah.
I think. Why don't you do a little thing?
Let's see
if which one you or him can hold out. Who passes out first? Will you put a rear naked on him?
On Robert Frank?
And you. Let's see. Well, you should time it, right? We'll see what happens.
His technique is so good. I've gone out from a rear naked.
Oh, I know.
It was a Doris, actually, I think.
Yeah, Darce Choke with Marky Lee.
With Marky Lee?
I
Yeah, because
slept. I slept.
he don't tap.
You ever got slept?
Oh,
In a joke, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
many
mean-
times.
Yeah, it just happens not on purpose.
That's how you learn how far you can go.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? That's definitely how you learn.
Just don't be the dick and keep holding on.
Yeah.
You know?
What was the guy's name that held onto the leg fucking lock so bad?
Oh, Paul Harris.
Yeah, Paul
Harris,
Harris,
That is.
He did it like 4
criminal,
times in a row,
criminal.
man.
The things you're ripping apart are these small little
It
tendons.
goes
That's
quick.
criminal.
It goes
man.
quick
Yeah.
too, and it usually goes from I'm good, I'm not good.
Right.
Bad.
So, all right, man. Thanks everybody.
All right, guys.
listening, and we'll be running it back with you quickly.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.